Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Talkin Tennis, the 2026 edition, and the only tennis podcast you need to be listening to get all your headlines, results, and well-informed, unfiltered opinions. Don't forget to subscribe on whatever podcast platform you listen to so you get notified every time we release an episode, and of course, help us win over the algo gods. I'm your host. They call me Adam the Animal, and I'm joined by my two partners in crime. Firstly, the man who totally could have got a wild card into the Australian Open, but he did the honourable thing and let others have a crack first because he wasn't fit enough. It's Chrissy P. How are you, Chris?
Thank you for the introduction, Adam. I'm not sure if it wasn't good enough, but I tell you what, I reckon I might put my name down for the 1 point slam next year because I reckon I can give that a red hot crack.
You reckon good enough to win 1 point?
I think if I just got to go searching for my forehand and just absolutely crank the shit out of it and just hope for the best. That's the only chance I'm going to have, not enduring a rally.
I was gonna bring this up later, but I'm gonna ask you now. If you were in the 1 point challenge, would you serve first or would you return? Say
No,
serve first. It's
I'd
only one
return.
point.
I'd return because they're going to be just as nervous trying to get the ball in. They're going to give me something that's pretty pathetic, less than their second serve, and I'm just going to go for broke and fucking cream a winner.
Or lose $1 million.
Never had to begin with.
That's a fair way to putting it. Well, it's funny you say that because secondly, the man to my left, he was actually scheduled to be in the 1 point slam tournament, but he missed out because he rocked up 25 minutes late and lost his spot. It's Vajov. How are you, Adrian?
I'm good. I'm good. Um, I will neither confirm nor deny those allegations, but I'm good. Living my best life on school holidays, of course. And
Oh, very nice.
yep, as you do. On that 1 point slam, I feel like with my junk ball game, all it needs to do is come off my frame and
That's
just
true.
trickle over the net, and it's GG's. Just
With
get
the
over
one
the line.
point thing, to actually win the million, are you playing it? You're playing against one of the professionals, right?
Not necessarily. There's a draw, so it's a knockout.
The pros in the draw,
Yeah, pros. Everyone's in the draw, and whoever you
even
get
the
drawn.
amateurs and the
Yeah.
spuds, and me and you and Adrian if you showed up. But yeah,
So Rabakina is in the draw, and if
Oh,
she loses that, then she's out, and whoever beats her goes through. So it's what really pissed me off though is that the celebrities they put in 8 celebrities.
of
mm,
course.
Fuck them, fuck off. Well, go home. You've got other things to do. Leave it for us plebs, or
wannabes.
exactly give us a go.
Amateurs. Yeah.
They only gave out like a certain handful of spots to those wannabes amateurs.
So does only one person win the million at the end?
Yeah,
Like whoever wins the tournament.
I would suspect so.
Oh, I didn't. I misunderstood how it worked. I thought it would just be like, Yannick Sinner's there, and just amateurs are just rocking up, having to
And
like
he's just creaming him. Yeah.
try and win 1 point off him for $1 million. Yeah, he's just like schooling him. It's like maybe every 15th guy might get a fluke or something.
You just got
That's how I
GMP.
pictured the 1 point challenge.
You got GMP serving, and you just got to try and get one back. Good luck.
If you were facing GMP, would you serve first?
Yeah, I'll throw in another arm serve to him. Yeah,
Yeah, imagine they were standing right back and you threw the underarm serve in. That
Yeah,
would
give it the Medvedev return.
That's probably your best bet. If you can do a really good underarm with a lot of backspin on that.
We'll start practicing. Get on the courts, boys.
All right, maybe.
I want to see those underarm. I want to see practicing those underarms.
you got 365 days, man.
Don't be late, yeah. Adrian, what have you been up to on these school holidays? Anything exciting to report?
No, nothing too exciting. Just pottering around, doing stuff, watching some tennis where we can. Good to have it back. Yeah, nothing too exciting. Good to be back.
It is good to have it back. It's good. It's on multiple Channel 9 channels as well.
Yes.
Nice. Chris, what about you? Up to anything exciting over the summer break? You've also got a lot of time off.
Yes, I do. I've been fully immersed in the tennis summer here in Australia. Our loyal listeners would know in Virginia and New Jersey, the States, Belgium, Germany, they would know they've been listening to my United Cup reviews and previews. I apologize that it sort of ended abruptly, but life just sort of gets in the way. But this is a great time to be a tennis fan, especially here in Melbourne. So looking forward to a big summer, and I'm looking forward to sharing my insights into the Odds Open for this year.
We're looking forward to it. And yes, thank you for holding the ship over the summer period and doing the United Cup recaps. I was listening every episode. I was enthralled. I learned a lot. I followed your tips, lost a lot of money, so I won't be doing that next year. But thanks anyway.
I was going for the favourite, just trying to play it safe, but there was so many upsets, and I really came off looking like an idiot. So, yeah, fuck you, Zizu Bergs.
Those who know.
Yeah.
Before we get into all the tournaments and the Australian Open, I just thought I'd throw this one in. Milos Raonic has decided to hang up the tennis racket, announcing his retirement this past Monday after a 15-year career. I just thought I wanted to throw that in there. He was one of my favourites around.
How old is he?
That's a very good question. I don't have his age on hand. I wouldn't have thought he's that old. I thought it was a bit premature for a retirement, but
he was 35.
Jeez,
not too bad. I need to check where he was on my list, but he is probably one of the better players to play, at least in the last 10 or 15 years, to have not won a Grand Slam. Not as good as Kyrgios, but he was pretty good.
Yeah, he's been around. It just his body sort of let him down towards the back end of his career. He just sort of dwindled out in going from playing majors consistently to, 250s and then struggling to make those and playing challenger tournaments. But he served the tennis community well and done Canada proud.
I feel like when he came onto the scene, there's the first few years and then he started doing really, really well, made a good name for himself, and he was kind of everywhere for a long period of time. But did injuries hamper him a bit
later
towards
on,
the end? Yeah. And then just wasn't the same. And I guess, if your body's not holding up and you're not getting up to the levels that you once were at, it can be a bit tricky. But what was what was the reason for the announcement? Was it just, I'm done, or body's not holding up, or yeah?
I think he's just had enough. Doesn't want to play the challenger circuit anymore.
Not everyone has the stamina of Tomic heading out to Lord Tomic.
Did Tomic win today, Chris?
He lost.
I haven't
lost in straight sets.
I'm disappointed. I was writing him.
Were you? You couldn't wait to talk about him if he got the victory today, I bet.
I was watching the scores for a little bit while I was at work, and then I forgot to check it when I got home to see how he went. So
I think everyone secretly wanted him to make the main draw, just so we could see him play and then just hang shit on him the first moment and opportunity we get. Because that's what we love to do. We just love to tear people down when they get in a position.
I reckon he would have. Yeah, I don't think he would have been shut on, to be honest.
No,
I reckon once he made it, I reckon he would have had a good backing. He was an idiot driving his Lambo around when he was younger, but that was a while ago. You got to respect him for what he's been doing lately.
Sentiments turned, Chris. He's winning over the hard course because he's doing it tough now. He's playing in those challenger tournaments. He said, I'm going through qualifying. Not that he would have got a wild card, but he's going through the hard way. Not like your other mate who just said, he couldn't be bothered with the qualifying.
No, look, I got all the respect for Tomic, the fact that he's still playing after all these years, and but my point was just being probably addressed to maybe the non-tennis fans or people who just tune in for the tennis for this time of year. They go, what's Tomic doing on TV?
They just remember him from when he was 20 years old. And
yeah.
We don't care about those fans. We care about the hardcores. They're the ones who are listening. People like Kyle and Virginia and all those people.
We love you, Virginia.
Milos Raonic, 8 tournament wins, 1 Grand Slam final, 3 Grand Slam semi-finals, highest ranking of number 3 in the world, an all-time win record of 67.6% as well. So I did a top 20 of my 20 players of all time to have never won the Grand Slam, and I had Milos at number 20 on my list.
Where was
So,
Kyrgios on that list?
look, I
Three?
just had him 21, but there's
Oh, just
acres of
missed out.
space in my I did a ranking system,
Ah,
Chris, and Nick came in dead last.
What was your ranking system? How much of a wanker they are?
I did a very complex point system based on tournament wins, Grand Slam finals, Grand Slam semis, and pretty much I ranked the players based on how many they've won. So if you have the most tournament wins out of everybody on this list, then you would get a point,
Mhm.
for example. Same for all the other categories, Masters wins as well. Raonic didn't have any of those. And basically, the lowest number of points means you are higher on the list.
Hmm.
It's long and complicated. I'm not going to bore you with the details. Long and short of it, Nick Kyrgios was nowhere to be seen compared to a bunch of these other players.
Well, I mean, numbers only tell one story, really.
Yeah, true.
The true tennis fans know that he should be up there, but
yeah, that's all
that's
right.
neither
Look,
here nor there.
Adam's fancy algorithm or comprehensive algorithm mustn't have factored in Grand Slam doubles.
That's right.
It's all right. Anyway, we move on. That's okay. We'll tend to this problem another time.
No, we don't count Grand Slam doubles. I'm sorry.
I saw that, was he one of the greatest players to never win in his generation? It's an interesting,
In his generation, I mean, we could narrow that down to the people around his time. Probably not, but he was up there.
Yeah.
He had a good run there. In other news, Australian Open is obviously around the corner. We got the seeds sent off this week. No massive surprises on the men's side. We got Alcaraz at number 1, Sinner at 2, Zverev at 3, and Novak Djokovic at number 4. On the women's side, again, no real surprises. Amanda Ananisova coming in at number 4. Madison Keys, last year's winner, at number 9. And my girl, one of the stars of the United Cup, Belinda Bencic, coming in at number 10 seeds.
Nice.
And from an Aussie front, Alex de Minaur, number 6 seed on the men's, and Maya Joint, number 30 on the women's side. We will talk about the AO later, but Chris, did you have any early thoughts on just the Australian Open as a whole? And was anything that jumped out of you in the seeds?
Nothing really striking me. The only thing is that Zverev. I mean, we're going to get to predictions a bit later in the pod, no doubt about it, but I've got big question marks on Zverev. His mental side of the game, this early in the fucking year, mind you, he looks very fragile. Doesn't look good. So it wouldn't shock me to see him struggle in the early rounds. I'm not saying he's going to lose first or second round, but I'd expect he's vulnerable. I'd expect some sets to be taken off him early on. I'd be interested to see who he draws.
We can't wait for the draw to come out. We're going to be all over it. Your girl as well, Elena Rybakina, Chris, number 5 as well. I just thought I mentioned that too, so you're aware.
Yes. I'll be keeping a very close eye on her.
Close eye.
Adrian, anything jump out for you on the draw side?
No, nothing.
Some of your favourites. Your boys are at 16 and 17. Your Chechia lads.
That was my. Yeah, it was good to see the my boys represent there, keeping close in the draw.
Yeah,
the USA boys up there as well. But I don't know. Can Mazzetti make some inroads? Will be interesting for me. I'll be keen to watch him play.
Did you catch what happened yesterday, Adrian, with Musetti?
No. I heard something, but I didn't know the details. Please.
Well, it's probably the first time I've ever seen someone take an injury timeout for an exhibition match.
What?
Well, not an injury timeout, but call for a trainer, call for some on-court treatment for or during an exhibition match. So he needed some treatment. It looked to be his hip or his hamstring, just saw his leg being elevated and being tested out. And as we know, this week, a lot of all the players doing their preparation, having practice matches. And yeah, I just saw him on court getting some treatment during his practice match. Doesn't look good for him.
No, it doesn't look good. Why do you say it doesn't look good for him?
Well, look, he's obviously had a good run in the lead-up tournaments. I've forgotten where it was, where he beat Boblik.
He lost the
Obviously,
final, didn't he?
yeah, Boblik beat him. That's correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had a good run up to that, and the fact that he's already got some sore spots or some niggling injuries, less than a week out, doesn't show the greatest preparation.
It doesn't.
Was the
But
timeout? Who was that against, the injury timeout?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So I know he actually withdrew or retired against Zverev in the exhibition game. So very rare for a player to actually withdraw or retire from a match mid-match in an exhibition game. So yeah, to Chris's point, I think he is really battling at the moment.
yeah, you can take it both ways, whether he's just feeling something minor and doesn't want to risk it just so he's prepared, or, yeah, obviously it's not a good look either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adrian,
well,
sorry, I was just going to say, Demonor in number 6 is very impressive for our boy, homegrown.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm predicting he
You're
goes.
bullish, Diminal?
I am. I look. You take out Sinkaraz, and I think he has the potential to beat pretty much any player in the draw. Even Djokovic as well. I think Djokovic is probably the most beatable he's been for a very long time. But I like Demonor in terms of his game. I think he can take it up to just about anyone. He's a lot more aggressive, serving, getting a lot more free points in serve. But I think a lot of players would not want to be in his draw because he's going to make it very physical and very tough. And he just looks like he's in such good shape physically. And look, as we know in tennis, being in shape and being in, the fittest you can be, it's a huge leg up. So I think he's got that working well for him.
Not to mention you're a homegrown talent who is now not seeded 20-something. You're a respectable number 6, and the crowd's going to get ridiculously behind you. It's going to be very tough for the opponent.
He's going to get prime time viewing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be Rod Laver. The 7 p.m. Rod Laver.
Exactly right. So if he wins those early matches, he wins them comfortably. He's going to have a good preparation. He's going to be somewhat refreshed. He's not going to be out in court, 15 out in the full sun, So I like his chances. Best it's been.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Bublik. To see him crack the top 10 has been fantastic. His turnaround from last year has been great. Or, what was he contemplating, going on a hiatus or something?
Yep.
To coming back and
time in our job.
Yeah. So yeah, I love the way he goes about his tennis. Name a more entertaining in that top 10. Name a more entertaining player to watch.
Ben Shelton.
Maybe Alcaraz because of the way that he plays.
Sorry, Animal, I didn't really catch that. You want to repeat that?
Ben Shelton would be my pick for entertainment.
Flog. I really have a disdain for Americans and it's American tennis. It's just...
Whoa. Hang on a second. Let's not upset our viewers in Maine and Utah.
It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal to them. I mean, thank you for listening.
We've just lost 50% of our viewership.
Half our viewers are from the States, Chris. What are you doing?
It's all right. I think they might agree with me. I used to have a bit of a crush on Danielle Collins, but even
she's
just... What do you mean? What do you mean used to?
After I just seen some videos of just how much of a bitch she is, I don't
We
know.
had her lined up as a guest onto the podcast for next week.
Well, you can put her on, but she ain't gonna like what she hears from me.
I thought of you, Chris. I saw she's been on the panel with the Americans, and I thought of you straight away. And I also saw another video of her, again, sorry to interrupt this, where she was playing, I think, Andreeva
And she told
a
us
few
slow
years
down.
back. Yes.
We watched the same video. Yeah, I think that's what really tipped me over the edge. It just the way she went about it. She's like, "Come here," like goes to the net, like calls her over. He's like,
I know. Like, who do you think you are?
I know, I'm old. You need to slow down."
You're only 30.
Exactly, and the fact
Kill to
is,
be 30 again.
don't fucking play. If you're too old, fuck off.
For those of us
Do
who
you
don't
think
know what we're
Djokovic?
talking about,
Are you
what
going
are you
to
talking
see
about with the
Djokovic?
video, Chris?
Sorry.
What's this video you're talking about?
So they were playing some.
Collins was playing Andreeva, and
Yeah.
Collins stops, puts a hand up, walks up to the net, calls Andreeva over
What, in a real match?
during the match, and
A real match.
they're having a conversation at the net, and during the post-match interviews, they were talking about what were you talking about? She said that, well, I'm 30, I'm too old, and you're going a bit too fast for me. In between points, can you just slow it down because I'm too old?
Was she being serious or saying it in a joking way?
Yeah. I mean, both players. I mean, Andreeva took it well. I mean, she was only 16 or 15, something like that at the time.
Just bullying, intimidating.
But who do you think you are, bloody?
And
I still think if you could go on a date with her, Chris, I think you would.
I think, I don't know, maybe you're right.
Adrian, I cut you off before. You're going to say something about Djokovic.
Oh, I was just going to say, as if you're going to see Djokovic come up to the net and say, "Hang on, boys, just slow it down for me."
No, he takes pride in trying to keep up with the young whippersnappers on tour.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, long story short, my mate Alexander Bublik, love him. I hope he goes all the way. I hope it's a Bublik Demonor final.
Oh, that would be a great final.
So I take it we're watching Bublik when we go to the Open next week.
100%. I don't think we'll be able to see him. Really, I reckon he'll get a Rod Laver.
Rod Laver, Bublik, Rod Laver, no chance.
I think so.
You'll get him at a Margaret Court, I reckon. Margaret Court Arena, which is a paid venue.
It is, which means we won't be going there.
Oh,
well, you just have to sneak in.
Well, yeah. It's not like the Karen Kachanov on Court 17 a few years back.
Mate, standing room only.
I think you've got a chance to see him on a non-paid court. If you go in the early days, like those big courts, they're going to be taken up by the top 4 or 5.
Yeah,
any Aussies that are playing,
men's and women's as well.
Yeah, if I see Bublik, I'm happy.
All right. Well, I'll keep a lookout every year. It's tradition. I look at the schedule and say, all right, this is what we're doing. This is the...
In Chris we trust.
Yes. So we always know order of play, 10:30, 11 a.m. They're going to put on the women's game first, but we'll endure that, and then we'll wait for the men's to start.
Other audience.
By that time, it's 1 o'clock. We've already had around 6 beers. So we're in good spirits by that time. So,
well, Kostiuk's playing the opening match.
Well, we're going to have some tough decisions to make. I would love to see her play.
You want to see more than her play?
Yeah. As long as we don't get any political speeches at the end of the game, let's just try and keep that to their side.
I didn't get to see the handshake at the end. I just saw because in the footage that I saw, they conveniently just showed the player boxes. They knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So did you actually see the handshake?
I don't know if they did or not, to be honest.
There was a handshake. There was
There
a
was.
handshake. I would describe it as frosty, but there was a handshake.
They
They're
didn't
not
take
on.
photos. They didn't take photos. I know that for a fact.
All right.
As their photos together, and I think they aren't in the greatest of terms because of what
They're not.
Kostyuk said about Sabalenka, about she has referring to her masculinity and like being bigger, and saying it's unfair, which is quite stupid.
She said it's unfair
Yeah,
because Sabalenka's got more testosterone in her body.
There you go. Hence why
Really?
Sabalenka kissed her biceps at the end of the match. Bit of a fuck you. So
Yeah.
Too much
good on her.
testosterone.
Yeah.
anyway, we digress too much. Adam, what's next on the agenda?
Well, I wanted to talk about the tournament wrap up, and we've covered about half of that anyway. We'll stay with Brisbane, where of course Sabalenka won that tournament. Daniel Medvedev,
Yeah. The return.
winning against Brandon Nakashima. I only got to see the highlights of the final, and he looked really impressive. He being Medvedev, his forehands were vintage Medvedev. He was absolutely dominant with his forehands. Lots of winners, lots of power. He looked really, really impressive. Could be maybe a bit of a smoky or a dark horse to maybe just unruffle a few feathers. Not saying he can win or maybe make a semi, but he could be an annoying player.
Absolutely. And for those that were listening to my United Cup coverage, I did a bit of a preview for Brisbane, and I did pick, he was my pick, Medvedev, as well as Rybakina, but we all know that I'm quite biased towards lovely Elena. But yeah, Daniel, I'm really hoping he comes back for a strong summer and has a good tournament. He's had a great lead up, as we could see in Brisbane. He's got the experience. We know that. He's gone deep at the Open before. He's a proven slam winner. So let's see.
It's just not the same. It wasn't the same having him dip and not perform well, I feel like, in 2025. So, yeah, it's always good to have him up and about. His antics, in the interviews and the way he works the crowd is also top notch. As our WhatsApp group chat display picture is proof.
Him mimicking sucking on a fat one.
So, you want to see him go deep just purely for the antics. But I remember, when was it? A couple of years ago, he turned the crowd. The crowd were booing him the first few rounds, and he was giving it back to him. And then a couple of rounds later, the crowd were cheering for him. He turned them.
Mate, the crowd doesn't know what they want. They're just following what they think that they're hearing. The crowd can sway so quickly. And yeah, I mean, he was pissed off what you were referring to. He was pissed off at the crowd because they were clapping when he was doing double faults.
Yes.
Rightly so. I mean, you just don't do that. That's just not tennis. But yeah, he brings the audience. He knows how to attract them. But yeah, you just got to get him on his side.
Yeah.
He's a character, that for sure. We're better for him being in the tournaments, and hopefully he can go deep. Chance you might see him on one of the.
Well, yeah, that'll be another great one to.
He's
I don't think the outer courts. I don't think the outer courts have enough room for him to do his returns.
Handle him.
But yeah, we'll see.
The other big tournament, of course, was in Sydney with the United Cup. Team Poland finally breaking the drought, beating Switzerland 2-1. Belinda Bencic, for me, from Switzerland, she was the MVP, winning all her singles matches, but it wasn't enough with Hurkacz from Poland, the absolute star of that tournament. Only the one loss, that was Alex Demonor, who played out of his skin to beat him that night. He was the man in their doubles as well for Poland, were unstoppable, taking the title out.
They were undefeated, weren't they?
They were undefeated as well, the mixed doubles pair for Poland. Yeah. So a hell of a tournament for Poland, a great tournament for Bencic.
It was.
And it was great watching the whole tournament.
Yeah, and for Poland to win and have Iga not carry them was, I think, the best part. What was she, 3 from 5 or something like that?
Yeah, she dropped 2 matches, the
Yeah,
final, and then she dropped, I think it was Coco
They
Goff.
lost against
yeah,
Coco.
She
yeah.
lost against
So
Coco, yeah.
yeah,
So,
to have in the past where she's tried to carry and has won everything, but the other, the teammates have not been able to get over the line. But it was great to see the reverse and for her to experience. And I think we've spoken about this before in previous podcasts. The teamwork aspect, getting people together, just lifts certain people
yeah,
in a way, which is, and yeah, I loved watching the United Cup. It was great.
it was tennis.
Yeah,
Chris, your
Adam,
thoughts on the tournament?
I think it was a great success. I think every year it's getting better and better. The quality in tennis is getting better. It's improving. But I was just going to point to you, Adam, and say, Belinda Bencic. I remember one match you played against Paulini, and she was just painting the lines. She was super aggressive, and we go back to that team aspect. I distinctly remember Stan was following Bencic from side to side on the court. So we know at the United Cup they've got their teams on either end of the court,
Mm.
but Stan was actually going crossing just to
Was he
keep
standing in the opponent's area or
off, off
switching the opposite end?
yeah, sort of in that vicinity. So just
Yeah.
standing off to the side. And I also love the fact as well, they also had her daughter there with her as well. So yeah, I think, that goes a long way in those pivotal moments in a tennis match as well. Just to, keep the talk up, keep up the chatter. So it worked. She done well. Hopefully she carries that form.
Yeah, she had a great tournament. And it was good seeing Stan out there as well. I know he didn't win.
Yeah.
I don't know what his record was in the end. It might have been about 50-50, but geez, he went to 3 a lot of the time, lots of tiebreakers. He was an absolute workhorse the tournament, long matches. He was just in slugfest every night. Felt sorry for him. Like
I
he should
think
not be having to do that at his age.
no,
But it was
I
just
think
great seeing him out there.
yeah, he surprised a lot of people, I feel, with his
Yes.
ability just to go play 3 sets, tiebreakers, most of them, and back it up as well. Like he did it once, and social media, X, losing their minds. The fact he was able to beat Ringnesh and then plays another 3 set and then another one. He just kept going and going. He didn't look fatigued. He looked tired as anyone would, but the fact that he was able to back it up day after day, and it was actually a point where actually he lifted up his shirt to, wipe his face, and he was ripped, man. He had fucking full 6-pack cheese grater abs. I'm like, you're the man. Fucking 40, you got
Stand the
fucking
man.
abs. Fuck yeah.
Mate, he's been playing top notch tennis for his whole career, mate. Of course, he's going to be in shape. But yeah, good to see him still ripping those backhands. Thing of beauty.
It definitely surprised me. I didn't think he'd be as competitive as he was. And yeah, I think his first match, I think he won, but then he had to back it up the next day, and he still went to 3 and
Yeah.
clearly still got the cardio for it. So good on him. It was great seeing
Yeah.
him out here in his last year of professional tennis.
And well worthy of that. He got the wild card spot, didn't he, for the AO?
Oh yeah, it's definitely justified
Oh,
versus the other flog who shall not be named.
he's concentrating on doubles, mate. Give him a break.
I know. He gave up his singles wild card to give
That's
someone
right.
else a chance so he can
He's
focus on his
awful.
doubles. All right. And if you think otherwise, then you're just silly, okay? And you completely
You're just
naive.
ignorant.
Exactly.
So why is he playing the Kuyon Classic singles?
Just to work on his serve, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the only obvious option.
That's right.
And why is Kokonakis focusing on his singles? He's not even going to be fit. Is Kyrgios even going to be playing?
Special K is dead.
He was dead before it even got started. Moving on, a couple of tournaments happening at the moment. The Adelaide International, both the ATP and WTA. Kokonakis had a win there in his first round match, the hometown hero there, but unfortunately had to pull out in the second round due to a shoulder injury, which was disappointing for him. All jokes aside, I do hope he does get to play at the Australian Open. I don't know if he'll get a singles run. I think he might. Would he be a direct entry for singles? I'm not sure off the top of my head, but hopefully at least in the doubles.
Sure he is.
Yeah. And then Auckland as well, where the defending champion Gail Monfils is back over in
and out. He
and
lost yesterday.
in and out. Apparently, he had was it a bit of an emotional speech out there?
Didn't catch it. Tell us
Didn't
all
catch
about
it.
it, sir.
No, I didn't see any of it. I was hoping you'd be able to elaborate more on it. It was
Strange
almost
things.
like a farewell. It was almost like a farewell speech. Like this could be it for him. Chris, did you have any predictions or thoughts on any of these tournaments that are happening at the moment? I know you've been so immersed in Australian Open Preview and United Cup.
The thing is, with these kinds of tournaments, the top players don't generally win. They don't want to go deep in the tournaments. What you'll find is, historically, I reckon you're going to find players outside the top maybe 10, 20 win these tournaments or go deep. I think the big thing is that these top players just getting some match practice. So picking who's going to win, it's like who wants it the most before the big dance. Yeah.
That's why I like the United Cup as well, because you're guaranteed to get at least 3 games. And if you go through, then you're getting one more. So you're getting at least 3 singles matches.
Yeah.
As a bit of a warm-up.
I like the ranking points as well. Like if you beat a higher ranked player in United Cup, you'll actually get more points. So
unless you're doubles, though.
Sorry?
Unless you're doubles, then you get 0 ranking points.
Is that right?
That's correct. Well, according to our tennis, it is.
Did not see that.
Well, then it must be true.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there was some uproar there about the ranking points, and I was discussing that, but how, the poor mixed doubles get nothing. Good day, sir.
Shout out to Willy Wonka, not a listener.
Yeah, which I think the mixed doubles at the United Cup was actually great viewing.
There were some absolutely fantastic matches. Shout out to China versus Belgium, was it, Chris, early in the tournament?
Yes, Zhang versus Zizou Bergs.
Not sure if you caught that one, Age, but that was the most enthralling game of mixed doubles. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it, particularly the second and third set. China v Belgium. Was it Belgium or Swiss? No, it was Belgium.
No, it was Belgium.
It was Belgium. We're right, it was Zizou Bergs. It was on for young and old.
The second set tiebreak in that game.
Go watch the second set tiebreak. If you want to see drama, you don't need to pay some Hollywood actor or some director or film writer. Just go watch that set if you want to see drama. It was just, it wrote itself.
And if you want to watch Zizou Bergs do a Chrissy P on Thursday Night Tennis, where he has no trust in his opponent to hit the ball, so he just decides to do everything himself, and then overdoes it and makes an error and cracks the shits, well, you're going to see that, because that's exactly what I do.
That's exactly what happened. It's fun when you're watching, because you can see what the males are trying to do. They are trying to take over. They're trying to protect their partner, but then they overdo it. They actually fuck up and cost the point. So the dynamic is just fun to watch.
I'll be sure to give it some viewing.
Yeah, add that to your watch list for your summer holidays.
Yeah.
Australian Open preview. So, as we all know, qualifiers have started this week, but the main draw will start this Sunday. Gents, I'm keen to hear your thoughts, predictions, winners, surprise packets, and everything in between on both the men's and women's sides for the tournament starting next week. Just don't make that face. We're going to be fair. We're going to cover the WTA as if it is on equal footing with the ATP, okay?
Oh, let's do it.
I don't want to get cancelled again. Adrian, I'll start with you while Chris works out a WTA player that isn't Rebecca.
That's not from Kazakhstan.
That's from Eastern Europe, where Chris is going to holiday in potentially later in the year.
Absolutely.
Hey, your predictions and thoughts for the Australian Open this year?
Well, it was mentioned earlier, I do not see Zverev going far. I see him exiting by around, I reckon, a 4 Even round 3 is my bold call.
Bold call. Interesting.
That's my bold call. Zverev an early exit. And early exit, I mean, if he makes the quarters, I'll be surprised.
We can't say gone by round 3 because they were your words. So round 3 or earlier.
All right, gone by round 3. Aside from the obvious, the Sinkeraz, again, Djokovic, I can't see him making the inroads. He's not the same, and you don't blame him at his age. I think our boy Demonor will do very well. So that's my other prediction. I think that he's going to ride the high. He's been great form. Crowds right behind him. I can see him
making a semi.
Yeah.
Big call, making a semi. And how far is Novak going to go?
Novak will make. I think he'll still get to quarters.
All right, we're saying no further than quarters. That would be unders for him, seeing where he's seated. And then who is your winner for the tournament?
Winner. I know it's boring. How do you go past? I think a Sinner.
Boring is fine as long as it's correct.
Yeah. At least with the big 3, it was one of the 3.
Now it's one of 2.
Yeah, not as interesting. Otherwise, not really a prediction, but I hope my boy Bublik goes deep.
You're riding Bublik high.
I'm riding. Oh, I'm going to ride that high. Something shocking. So Draper was out, didn't he?
Draper has withdrawn for the tournament. Yes,
which means Medvedev takes the 11th spot. So
correct. Yes, unfortunate for young Jack.
Adrian, I'm just thinking, do we go out and buy some Kazakhstan soccer jerseys? And you follow Bublik, I follow Rybakina, and it's just like the match. It's just like match made in heaven right there.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get to a Rybakina game though. I think she'll be too high up in the rankings to. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, you're probably right. The best we could settle for is just watching her on practice courts.
Yeah. Which, if we're in the gear, then.
Do you think you can order Kazakhstan?
Just imagine my Kazakhstan top with the massive sombrero. It's drawing head. It's turning heads.
But then we have to learn the Kazakhstan language.
Oh, that's a no-brainer.
Duolingo?
I don't think it's gotten that far.
Duolingo, if you'd love to sponsor the podcast, we'd love to have you. If you can just add Kazakhstani onto the app, that would be good. Preferably in time for the AO next week. Can you order Kazakhstan national soccer jerseys in time before this time next week?
Quick Temu order. I think I might have to buy some white tops and just get the Sharpies out, the coloured Sharpies.
Yep. Or maybe
just get your thoughts on the women's side.
I missed that.
Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. I wanted one last joke. But anyway, go on. I'm not going to say it.
Did you say the WTA?
I did, but I'm keen to hear Chris's one last liner before we continue.
I know Adam has a Argentina Messi shirt. I was going to wear that, cross out Messi and write Rybakina.
Age remembers that Messi top memorably.
Yeah.
The Kazakhstan national jersey is yellow with some blue stripes. It almost looks like Chelsea's team shirt, Adrian. One of their away kits, I remember, or maybe the Chelsea colours in reverse. Look it up.
Oh yeah, all right.
So maybe that's an option. While you do that, Adrian, if you can multitask, your predictions and thoughts on the women's side.
Yes, women's side. Just looking at the women's side, Sabalenka just dominated in terms of points.
She looks unstoppable.
Yeah. It's hard to see her But then again, anyone on their day on the women's side, as Chris loves to point out, will take out. Can take out anybody. Predictions. Swiatek, I think she's gone. She's not making.
A bit mental, isn't she?
Yeah, I don't think she's making quarters. That's my.
That's a big call.
Yeah, I have to make it. Yep, got to make a bold call. So I don't see her
Gotta be a
making
bold
quarters.
call. These are bold predictions.
Um,
Any smoky you like? Anyone who you think can come from the clouds?
Bencic might be going right. I do like Andreeva.
Oh, she's not
Bit
going
of a-
too fast.
Yeah, I think Andreeva will make a final against. I think it's an Andreeva Sabalenka. I don't know. Haven't seen the sides. So I don't know if they'll actually.
Well, that hasn't come out yet. It'll be later in the week.
Okay. Well, that would be my early call. A Sabalenka Andreeva.
It's a smoky. I like it.
Yep. Final. Yep. That's. Yeah. I don't have as much to say for the WTA side for the women's. It's a bit of a. You never know what you're going to get.
Oh, it's a lottery.
For Chris's sake, I hope the Ukrainians do well.
Kazakhstanis. Speaking of lottery, Adrian, are you going to have an attempt to try and win $10 million by picking every single winner on the WTA side of the draw?
Is there an entrance fee for this?
There is no entrance fee. So sponsored
Well, then
by
I'll give it a go.
Nixo, I think it is, a sponsor of the Australian Open. So they're offering $10 million if you can predict every single winner on the men's side or women's sides, which would be 127 correct guesses, which is about a 1 in 127 quadrillion chance of happening. But to Chris's point, he said if you can get the WTA rate, you deserve $10 billion rather than $1 billion. That kind of hard. Yeah,
I can't even get a 5-leg multi in the first round. What makes you think I'm going to pick 127 matches?
It's so true. And was that who's the head of the? Is it Craig? Is it Tyler? Or
yeah, that's right.
Was that his statement about?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was one of the chief something bullshit officer titles. One of those wanky titles that doesn't do anything. He said it's a game of skill, not chance.
Skill. What a joke that is.
Yeah. 1 in 127 quadrillion chance of happening. Apparently, it is all skill. So not good enough, Chris. You haven't worked hard enough this holidays. I don't know why you haven't studied the draw that doesn't exist yet. A couple of days out of the Australian Open to predict every single winner on the men's and women's side.
Yeah.
Do you reckon we can put it in ChatGPT and it'll give it a bit of crack?
Well, may as well. I've got more of a chance of what I can come up with, so why not? Back to the AO. Last year, I was given some Rod Laver tickets, and I mistakenly thought they were for the night shift instead of the day shift. So I missed out on Coco.
That is cool.
And by the time I found out that it was Novak versus Fritz, I think it was.
I remember this story.
And I remember calling you guys, making the call. Like, are you able to make it? I don't think anyone was able to make it. I just quickly drove down and then fucking made it for... I'm like, oh, come on, Fritz, at least win a set so I can watch something. No, it just got fucking done straight away. I got there for the final game. Djokovic serving it out. Wins.
You watched one game.
Yep. And
I thought you were going to say you got there and they were shaking hands.
Just about. Yeah, didn't even get to see a full set. No, because that was the late.
Oh, okay, it was beforehand. Okay.
Coco was during the day that I missed out on.
Sorry, you thought they were night tickets, but they were day tickets. So you only got the third match of the day.
Yeah.
Oh well, that sucks. You got any tickets coming your way this year?
I don't know. It's I've left that school my previous school with the student that I used to teach.
Is he in high school
So
now? Can you follow him? What school's he at now?
but
Oh, shit.
hopefully she still remembers. I mean, I didn't teach her daughter last year, and she still reached out and sent me some tickets. So hopefully the trend continues.
Should just send her a Happy New Year email and just say, hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing
Yeah, I might have
well.
to do that. Just
Yeah,
touch
just
base.
totally not be transparent at all to send it 3 days before the Australian Open starts.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, just keep up appearances. I think that's the way to
Just
go.
say, hope you're doing well. Hope you and the family are good. Take care.
Yeah,
So good to hear from you, Adrian. I've got some semi-final fucking tickets. Do you want?
yeah, yeah.
Well, hopefully you read your ticket properly this year.
Oh, I will. I will.
Chrissy P, I know you're just chomping at the bit to give us your 2 cents on.
I've been waiting for the past 20 minutes. I just didn't want to be rude and interject.
Well, Adrian tells us his Fritz story.
The viewers and Kyle needed to listen to that.
Especially Kyle.
First thing I want to point out is that don't you think it's a bit, I'm not sure if it's arrogant is the right word, that Alcaraz and Sinner didn't play any lead-up tournaments, but they did an exhibition match in South Korea.
Oh,
Just the two of them, came
catch a private jet on the way back.
Private jet together. It's almost a bit of a symbol to say we're the best, the rest are irrelevant. Which fine, yeah, maybe there is truth to that, but
There is.
I'm like, fuck, no lead-up tournaments. Just practice with each other and exhibition match. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him in the ass, in the early rounds where everyone's maybe a bit more match-hardened. But, yeah, just my observation.
We didn't discuss this at all, but when I saw them coming off the private jet together that they called together, I actually had the same thought. And It's funny you actually say that. It's not arrogance, it's something. I don't know what it is. I don't know the word. It's this sense of yous are all beneath us. We are the gods of this tour. We don't need to play any lead-up tournaments.
Yeah.
We can just... In fairness, they did get paid like $2 million each to go and piss fart around in South Korea in an exhibition tournament. So, all power to them. I wouldn't say no to that money either.
Do you blame him? I mean, Chris, you touched on it earlier that you don't see those top players winning those early tournaments anyway. So why waste your time when you can just have a hit up against your real main contender that you're most likely going to face in the final anyway?
Before you answer that, historically, would like Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic in their heyday, I can't remember. I think Djokovic might have been playing Adelaide, but did they play any lead-up tournaments?
Federer playing Kooyong a lot.
That's right, yeah. Which
was exhibition.
It was an exhibition.
Even Hopman Cup, he was playing a lot in Hopman Cup.
Yes, true. Now the United Cup.
That is pretty much exhibition as well. But
so you're more looking for time on the court by playing in a round robin tournament rather than looking for a tournament per se.
Well, look, they're obviously confident in their own ability. They mustn't have changed up too much of their styles, or they're not going to be introducing anything new. Despite the fact that Alcaraz does have a change in surface motion, that's been a lot on art tennis, very similar to Djokovic's motion. But look, they obviously feel as if though they don't need to have any match practice, and they're confident with their own game, and rightly so. They're the best players in the world by far. And look, yeah, the money itself is a huge factor in, why they did what they did. So, but yeah, just an observation that they didn't play any lead-up tournaments. Djokovic, we can understand the fact that, he didn't because of his age, and he's Djokovic. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, and he's been doing that for years, I guess. No lead-ups and still having good success. But anyway, just an observation.
Just for the record, neither Sinner or Alcaraz played lead-up tournament last year either.
There you go.
At least not an official tournament. I can't recall if they played any exhibitions or anything, but
well, look,
not on their activity sheet.
they got that many points. They don't need to go point hunting this early on in the season anyway. They're 1-2 by a mile, so that's another reason why they probably wouldn't need to play those lead-up tournaments as well. So, but yes, for my predictions, what's the first thing you want to know, Adam?
Well, on the men's side, who do you think's going to win? Who do you think's a surprise packet?
Okay.
I think you think Zverev isn't going to go far. So is that one of your bold predictions? Just any sort of bold predictions or risks or just left field things that you think might happen.
As we mentioned earlier, De Minaur to go far. Just depends.
You're going to say semi-final for De Minaur?
I think, semi-final. It just depends what side of the draw he's on. I mean, if he's on Alcaraz's side, I would, if he plays Alcaraz, I think he'll beat him.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my bold call. And that's where the crowd factor is going to come into it, and that match-hardened early exposure, I feel might get him over the line. But anyway, De Minaur to go far. Medvedev as well. I'd expect him to go far as well. Semi, at least. We could even just see right now a De Minaur, Medvedev, Sinkaraz semi-final. Zverev to go early.
Round? I'm giving you third round.
I'll go second.
Oh, wow.
He's
second
just trying to one-up age.
In 5 sets.
It's like the Price is Right, where they bid $1 more than you.
There was another one I was going to mention. It's escaped me, but hopefully it will come back. But yeah, that's my predictions for the AO.
And your winner?
My winner, I'm going to go Sinner. Sinner will be the winner, and conversations will arise following that victory saying, can he catch Djokovic's title count for the AO? So Djokovic is the only person to have won 3 slams at the AO in a row. And Sinner is, if he wins this one, he will match him for that. So I feel as if, though, if Sinner wins it, conversations will start to arise and say, can he catch Djokovic in terms of most slams at the AO?
Spoiling one of my quiz questions for later on. Thank you.
Is that a point to me? Do I get it? As for the women's, look, anything goes. I think in the women's game, we've seen a lot of times where there's been a player that sort of comes from nowhere, comes on the scene and just wins. And then you don't fucking see him ever again. Or they're playing challenger fucking tournaments. But look, Sabalenka obviously being the outstanding favourites. I don't know. I'm just going to go Rybakina for the sake of going Rybakina. That's just doing what I do best.
Being predictable. I like it. Rybakina, the winner on the women's side.
And look, while we're at it, she'll win all 4 slams and do this year, and she'll
And be the mother of my child at the end of the year.
Roland Garros champion, Wimbledon champion, US Open champion, and pregnant in December, and I'm the father.
She'll even somehow win the Winter Olympics.
Sledding?
That's my outrageous predictions for this year.
No worries. Anything else you want to add on the Aussie Open?
Feel like if I had a bit more time to think about it, I could throw in some crazy, wild.
You had all summer to think about it.
Sorry, Adam. I've been a bit busy doing my reviews and previews for the United Cup that went nowhere.
As always, next week. It's all good.
Yeah, that's right.
I've got more predictions for you, Chris, then. So I know you guys haven't worked out what day you're going next week, but once you do, what time will Adrian leave? Before or after 5:30 p.m.?
Well, the fact that he knows the line now, 5:30, he's got to make a fucking point of it to leave at 5:31.
No, he won't. If he gets told he's got to go, mate. He's been summoned. He's been summoned.
The real question is what
He's got
time?
time. He's got to get back by.
Nah, it's what time will last drinks be had?
Ooh.
So there's always a point in time in the day where we've been drinking since like 9:30, 10 a.m. and we get to later in the day, it's like, geez, I don't feel too good. I don't think I could have another beer. It's when we start moving or transitioning from alcohol to water. What time will I be ingesting, or will Adrian be ingesting his first bottle of water or non-alcoholic beverage? That's the real question.
The real question.
How far can he go, you think? 3 o'clock? 2 o'clock?
Just how fucking hot is it? That's the next
That's
question.
the question.
These are the big questions.
Wow.
But I like to think Adrian will go past 5:30.
I think I will. I'm looking to go hard this year.
Tell me overs.
I feel like doing something outrageous as well, and like this is me to Kyle, the 3 bots that listen to our show, the whole lot, New Jersey, New South Wales. I want to be the last one there. Not so much the last person on site, but maybe watch the last match being played on the outside courts. So obviously Rod Laver Arena would be the last match to finish, or maybe Margaret Court.
And there'll be people outside still watching as well.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like court fucking 16 or whatever the ground pass will get me access to. I want to be there for the last match. Because usually it's a thriller. Usually, like, you get home from a ground pass and, like, you've been at tennis all day, you go home, you watch it, and then, you might have dinner and shit, like, oh, they're still playing 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and like, fuck, oh, yeah, we'll cross now to show court 12. We've got Nuno Borges versus Sebastian Baez. It's the Battle of South America, and it's gone to a 5th set. It's fucking, we're at fucking 9-8. It's like, the crowd here is mental. The atmosphere, it's just like South Americans from nowhere. I want to be there. That's where I want to be.
The tequila is flowing, the tacos are out. It's a South America fest over on Show Court 12.
Absolutely. So
that sounds exciting.
That's where I want to be. And I want to be here this time next week reporting all about it if...
You're going to have a dedicated 45-minute segment on your time at the AO on whichever day you go.
I'll be taking notes, and I'm going to be bringing that to the pod.
It's going to be a bit scribbly by 12 o'clock, but that's good. I like the intent. Yeah. Just a heads up, it's 29 on Monday as well on day 1. 29, mostly sunny.
Okay.
So I don't know if that passes your UV index threshold, but I just thought I'd let you know.
Got to see. I like to see 30s and above, but we could settle for 29. We'll see.
Adrian, how many cans will be consumed between the 3 of you? I've got a 32 can line. Are we going over or under the 32 can line?
32 can line.
32 because someone will wimp out and won't have the 10th. Oh, the 11th.
32 cans.
Being ambitious.
I'm going unders.
You're going unders. Chris, you taking the overs on that?
I'm just trying to work out actually how much money that is.
Yes,
cans
that's a ridiculous amount of money.
Times $15.
Oh, carry the 2.
Yeah, Adam, you're the math wizard. What's 32?
Yeah. So that's about $470.
Yeah, that's it.
32 by 15, I think. Mate, that's a lot of money to put in Craig Tiley's fucking coffers, if you ask me. $480.
I'm going to have to do a little sneaky today this year, I think.
Oh, how will you going to do that?
Fill my water bottle up.
Mate, this is when you know cost of living is hitting hard, where Adrian's going to be smuggling in his own fucking
I'm going to put it inside my hat, inside my sombrero. Nothing to see here, boys.
A drinking mechanism inside his sombrero.
Just a straw.
I think of the guy from Happy Gilmore.
I really hope, the politicians in Canberra are listening to this because this is real cost of living right here. We can't even afford $15 cans anymore.
This is actually what I'm going to do until we go, is thinking about strategies in terms of how to smuggle in alcohol.
Yes.
Generally, if you not bring a bag on you, they won't check you.
I brought a bag last year,
No,
You
you're one of those
did.
people.
I think I was giving you shit for it too.
but then we all used it.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go bagless so they don't check you unless you have a secret compartment in your bag.
I've got one of those backpack bladders where you put obviously water in, and there's like a a straw attached. Maybe if I can fucking tape it to my body.
They have sniffer dogs trying to sniff out whiskey at the door. They put a few ice cubes in there so it stays cool, yeah? By 10 o'clock, that thing's going to be torched.
Watch this space.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be thinking of something.
Just a heads up for the viewers next week. It's going to be a 3-hour pod special next week because we're going to be doing review antics of the Australian Open. We're very lucky we get to live in Melbourne and actually get to go to the Australian Open and live up all the antics. All right, very good. Did either of you have any other stupid predictions you wanted to throw out there at the Australian Open when you visit there next week before we move on to Battle of the Spuds?
I won't go there. This podcast is long enough already, but
Yeah.
let's just move on to the special.
We are over the hour mark. Thank you for everybody who's still listening.
I'm going to hijack this for something to think about for next week. It's the beginning of the year predictions for all the slams, and we can revisit these, your predictions that you've made at the start of the year. So I'll give you a week to think about it.
Well, thank you, good sir.
I will get your predictions for the 4 slams. ATP and WTA.
I like how Adrian's just taken over the control station.
That's it.
This would have been good to tell us yesterday. We could have talked about it today.
I don't want to talk about it today. I will talk about it next week.
Mate, 3 hours for how Chris smuggled alcohol into the Australian Open.
That's a
and how he ended up in Craig Farley's office to explain. Well, as long as you don't get apprehended by security like yours truly, you're doing well.
Yes.
Hey, I'll just run. I run 40Ks a week now. They ain't catching me.
Hey, you should have seen me sprint to Richmond Station back in the day. It was glorious. That's a story for another day. I wonder if that security guard's still working there. Maybe. All right. It is time for the 2026 Battle of the Spuds.
Thank you very much. I was waiting for it.
Yes.
We still haven't got any music. Today's quiz will be about the history of the Australian Open, and of course we will end with everyone's favourite segment, the Who Am I? Gents, as always, your names are your buzzers. Are you ready to battle it out?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Open your chat boxes, please. This will be multiple choice, as always. All right, let's begin. Question 1. What is the name of the trophy awarded to the winner of the Australian Open Women's Singles Tournament? Is it A, the Suzanne Lenglen Cup? Is it B, the Margaret Court Cup? Is it C, the Daphne Ackhurst Memorial Cup? Or is it D, the Venus Rosewater Dish?
Dish.
It would help if I had my chatbot open. Apologies. It's A, the Suzanne Lenglen Cup, B, the Margaret Court Cup, C, the Daphne Ackhurst Memorial Cup, or is it D, the Venus Rosewater Dish? Chris has locked in A, and Adrian has locked in D, the Venus Rosewater Dish. Chris locking in the Suzanne Lenglen Cup. You are both incorrect. It is C, the Daphne Ackhurst Memorial Cup.
I should have
True
known.
Story.
Silly me going D. It's not a dish.
It is definitely not a dish.
It's a cup.
It is definitely a cup. That should have been your first clue. Daphne Ackhurst was a Australian tennis player born in 1903, died in 1933, winning 5 Australian Opens between 1925 and 1930.
Jeez.
There's your fun fact for the day. Question 2, this will be a foregone conclusion, but which player holds the record for the most Australian Open men's singles titles in history? Is it A, Roger Federer, B, Novak Djokovic, C, Roy Emerson, or D, Andre Agassi?
It's going to be Djokovic. Roy Emerson, was that C?
Sure was.
What's Chris typing?
Adrian has locked in B, Novak Djokovic. Chris has locked in the anti-vax guy. I'm not sure of Andre Agassi's vax status, but I'm going to take that as Novak Djokovic. It's your body, your choice, Chris. You're both correct.
When you were making these questions, did you even think for a second that this is too easy, this question?
I did think this was a freebie, but they are harder later, so I wanted to make sure you guys get on the board with at least one.
So courteous.
For when he has the multiplier question.
Ah, right. Double points.
Double points, triple points later. They do get harder, but I thought I'd give you a freebie. Question 3. Who is the youngest ever winner of the Australian Open singles title, men or women's? Is it A, Monica Seles? Is it B, Michael Chang? Is it C, Martina Hingis? Or is it D, Boris Becker? Who is the youngest ever winner of the Australian Open singles, men's or women's? A, Seles, B, Chang, C, Hingis, D, Becker. Chris has locked in Monica Seles. Adrian has locked in Martina Hingis. The answer is Martina Hingis.
She's 16?
I wish I had more information on all of these questions, Adrian. If you give me one moment, I'll bring it up.
That's right.
Pathetic.
It had to have been a female, really.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a 17-year-old lad taken out.
No. 16 years old, 1997, winning the singles title. Correct.
Yes.
Again, Adrian, extra point.
Okay. Double points.
Chris no sells it. Not listening. I'm not going to entertain that kind of nonsense. Adrian leads 2-1. Question 4. The Australian Open was the first Grand Slam tournament to feature which innovation on its main courts? Was it A, retractable roofs, B, Hawkeye line calling, C, blue hard courts, or D, shot clocks?
Say it again.
Say it again. The Australian Open was the first Grand Slam tournament to feature which innovation on its main courts? A, retractable roofs, B, Hawkeye line calling, C, blue hard courts, or D, shot clocks?
I think A or B.
Adrian talking out loud for some reason, giving Chris an insight into his thought process. Is it A, roofs, B, Hawkeye, C, blue hard courts, or D, shot clocks?
Why are you saying it like a fucking idiot for? You're throwing me off.
Was US Open already had blue, didn't they? Because Oz Open was green.
It's a terrible answer, because what kind of innovation is that?
No, they have a combination. It's green on the outside courts, but on the inside of the courts, it's blue.
Guys, it's not blue hard courts, okay? I couldn't think of another innovation, so I just put blue courts.
Hey, bro, that's plexi cushion, man. That's a good surface.
I should have put the surface. Actually, come to think of it, you're right.
I'm going to go A.
You both went retractable roofs. You're both correct. Don't ask me what year it was or information because I don't have that on hand. But that is the answer.
The old Rod Laver got in early. Big
Correct.
rocket rod.
Wait,
just clapping. The first time the roof closed.
All right. We know Ash Barty broke the drought for women in 2022, but who was the last Australian male to win the singles title? Was it A, John Newcombe, B, Pat Cash, C, Rod Laver, or D, Mark Edmondson? Who was the last Australian male to win the singles title? A, Newcombe, B, Cash, C, Laver, or D, Edmondson?
Labour would have been too far. Newcomb, Cash, or Edmondson?
Rest of you locked in, have you?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll go something different from Chrissy. I'll go Edmondson. Is that D?
Edmondson is D.
No.
Edmondson is correct. 1976, the last time an Australian male has won the Australian Open, and it was Mark
Cash winner?
Edmondson.
Did Cash ever win it?
I don't
think he
believe
did.
so. The others did. I think Newcomb was the year before, and Laver was a few years before that. I don't think Cash ever won it.
He won Wimbledon, didn't he? He didn't win.
He won Wimbledon,
Hmm.
as far as I understand. But yes. Question 6. Which player holds the unfortunate record of reaching the Australian Open singles final 5 times without ever winning the title? Is it A, Ivan Lendl, B, Marat Safin, C, Andy Murray, or D, Daniel Medvedev? Which player holds the unfortunate record of reaching the Australian Open men's single final 5 times without ever winning? A, Lendl, B, Safin, C, Murray, D, Medvedev. You've both locked in Murray. That was a bit of a freebie. The answer, of course, is Andy Murray. Very good. Score check, you ask.
I'm getting killed. All right. Just
You're down by 2. That's all I can tell you.
Is the whole mine
Yeah,
worth 3 points?
Starts with 5 if you want to lock in on the 5. Lucky for you, we've got one more question on the multiple choice before we jump into the Who Am I?
Let's do it.
Question 7 and the last question of the multiple choice. The tournament being the Australian Open, is famous for late nights, but the latest finish in history ended at 4:34 a.m. in 2008.
I remember.
I remember. Who are the 2 players involved? Was it A, Andy Murray and Thanasi Kokkinakis? Was it B, Hewitt and Baghdadis? C, Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal? Or D, Federer and Agassi? That was an easy one as well. You both have good memories. It was, of course, B, Leighton Hewitt and Marcos Baghdadis, ending at the wee hours of 4:34 a.m. What a player he was. Talk about a showman.
He had a great following here as well.
He did.
Big backing.
Big
I
backing.
I didn't realise it was that late, though.
You forget.
4 in the morning.
I got 4:34 a.m. on the clock.
Fuck.
Jeez, Chrissy just getting up for his run at 4:30.
I was thinking the same thing, mate. I'm getting up for fucking gym.
I think AG, you and I were just getting back from High Point that night.
It was going off.
And to our viewers who don't really understand the context to that, Adam and Adrian decided to walk home late night from a shopping centre, which was...
No, it was from Anglers.
Or from a nightclub. But the walk distance was what? Maybe 25, 30 Ks?
I can tell you. It was long. It took about 6 hours.
It was fresh off my knee rego as well, actually. I was just off crutches.
I remember. Yep.
Good times. Chris, you trail by 2 points, unfortunately for you.
Yeah,
so
you can count.
2 points will see you tie it. 3 points will see you win. But of course, you need to get in before Mr. Varjos does. Are you ready for Who Am I? Remember, your names are your buzzers.
Yes.
I'm ready for bed. Who am I? For 5 points. I was born in Western Europe in 1982. My childhood was shaped by tragedy when I lost my mother at the age of 12, an event that I credit for building my steely mental toughness on the court. Despite standing at only 1 meter 67 centimeters tall, or 5'5", I proved that power wasn't the only way to dominate in modern tennis. For 4 points, 2004 was my golden year. I started the season by defeating my fierce rival Kim Clijsters in 3 sets to win the Australian Open, my only title down under. Later that summer, I backed it up by winning the Olympic gold medal in Athens, defeating Amelie Mauresmo in the final. For 3 points.
Chris!
Do you get it for 3 points or do you get it for 4 points? You get it for 3 points. I guess it doesn't. Chris.
Justine Henin.
That is correct.
Nice.
Henin Hardin, actually, so you're wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'll give it to you. Justine Henin, very good.
Well
Correct.
done.
155? Fuck, you small.
167 was said.
167. Oh, 5'5",
5'5".
you said. Yeah.
5'5" is small.
Yeah.
She was a steely powerhouse.
Yeah.
One-hand backhand,
Signature shot was often cited as the greatest in history. John McEnroe was famously called my one-handed backhand the most beautiful shot in the world. I just wanted to throw that in.
Wow.
A one-time winner of the Australian Open, retired in 2008, still ranked number 1 in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Justine Henin Hardin.
Yeah.
I don't know where I pulled that name from, but
That was a
I
good
thought
one.
it was right in your wheelhouse. Chris takes the inaugural 2026 Battle of the Spuds with a come-from-behind victory, just like how he loves to do it.
Oh,
Congratulations.
yeah. Thank you very much.
Very good. Great start to the year. Alrighty. Did anyone have anything else they wanted to sign off on before we wrap up this very long podcast, but well-deserved podcast?
No, Adrian have a lot that we need to discuss in terms
I've
of the AO.
I've got some researching to do on how to smuggle in alcohol to the AO.
We both do. Yep. We might need to play a deterring sort of strategy or tactic. How we're going to approach it, like a 2-2-1, or someone to distract the security guard. Maybe push Grillsy into the security guard and just wiggle away. But we'll think of something. But we'll have a lot to report back on next week.
I look forward to next week's pod.
Just wear big baggy pants and just with lots of pockets and just smuggle them in those pockets.
Yeah, I'm sure 35 degrees and baggy pants won't, draw any attention.
A big jacket with lots of pockets inside. Alrighty. Chris, any parting words?
No, none from me. Tune in next week. Follow us on fucking X, you cunts.
You got that, Kevin? What the fuck his name is?
Ha!
Fucking Kyle. Poor Kyle.
Love you, Kyle.
Adrian.
Give all the comments on Spotify.
Adrian, thank you for returning in 2026. It's been a pleasure. Any parting words for the audience?
No, I just want to apologise on behalf of my my podcast members to our US fans, and particularly in Delaware and Connecticut, who may have took offence to some of those comments about the ATP men's US players. So I look forward to some also discussing some shenanigans from the Oz Open next week.
And I look forward to hearing all about them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to everybody who's listened. If you're still listening, what the hell is wrong with you?
May God have
But thank
mercy on
you.
your soul.
But thank you and good night.